BookTube, welcome back to my channel. It is Friday, November 1st. I'm here to do a quick Friday Reads check-in, tell you what happened since my last Friday Reads video, which if you watched that video, you might remember that it was the beginning of Baby Watch Weekend. So most of you predicted that I wouldn't read the books that I said I was going to finish. You were wrong. I finished the 2 books that I was almost finished with last week Friday. But as to the other books that I said that I was going to read, challenges that I was going to complete, readathons that I was going to participate in, no, that did not happen. So I finished 2 books this week. I finished The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and there was a lot that I liked about this book. Ta-Nehisi Coates is known for his nonfiction writing, and this was his first foray into fiction. I liked the story that he came up with. I liked how he explored slavery in the United States. It's not a easy topic, I think, to broach. It's not necessarily a fun topic to read about, but I liked what he brought to the fictionalization of the experience of escaping slavery and what it meant for someone who had escaped and who had ties to someone who was still enslaved and wanted to help them, and how people tried to move back and forth between those barriers to try to assist their loved ones. So I really like what he brought to the emotion of this time period and explored the idea that freedom doesn't really feel like liberty until everyone you know and love is experiencing the same thing. If I had to give one major criticism about this book, however, is that it still felt like nonfiction. Coates is known for his nonfiction writing, and there were parts of this book that felt like a journal entry. I suppose it was supposed to be the memoir of, did I just say that? I suppose it was meant to be read as a journal entry of this main character, Hiram Walker. But I like my fiction to feel like fiction, not necessarily like I'm bridging the two. So I'll talk more about this when I review this book. I promised you a standalone review. It's gonna come sometime soon. I don't know when. The other book that I finished since last Friday was Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, and I read an electronic download from my library on my phone while I was in the hospital. I had a couple of 100 pages to read, and I had a long experience there that I had some time to read. So I finished that book, and I liked it a lot more than I've probably liked any Charles Dickens that I've read so far. Not that my experience with Dickens is a really intense one, but this one I liked. Again, Charles Dickens writes serials, so this is not a fast read in that a lot of things don't happen maybe as fast as you want them to. It's really one story that we're following throughout a character's life from the beginning of the book until the end. And even when we explore other subplots, the book is wordy. Maybe that's just the only way that I could say it. It's wordy, but it's an interesting read. And I liked how Dickens brought about the experience of someone who has ambition and what that person is prepared to do in order to fulfill their ambitions. What are some of the compromises that a person has to make, or what are some of the things that they have to give up in order to gain what they want out of life? I liked the theme. I liked the discussion. I liked the storytelling. I like the look back at a time of history that we never experienced and will never experience, because the book is set in the 1800s. I like the exploration of Victorian life that Dickens provides in his fiction, so I'm gonna read more from him. That is something that I'm adding to my lifetime TBR. Read Dickens' writings. But the book it's wordy. He goes off sometimes on tangents and tells you a lot of things that probably aren't essential to the plot line, but it's interesting. You get to visit a time period that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to see just because we don't live in the Victorian era. So Charles Dickens' Great Expectations, I finished that. So I finished 2 books since last Friday. All the other reading goals and challenges and readathons that I wanted to participate in during the week, no, I didn't do any of those things. I went to the hospital on Saturday. I had a baby on Tuesday morning, and I've had a baby that I'm taking care of ever since. So no, I haven't done any other reading, which you probably predicted. You knew going into this week that has just finished. You knew that I wasn't going to read all the things that I said I was going to read. You were right. I was wrong. It's okay. So this is the baby. My reason for not reading much this week. And I'm completely fine with that. So this is the end of this Friday Reads video. I have no clue what my reading plans for the future are anymore. Today being November 1st is the start of Nonfiction November. Hopefully I'll read a book in November. In the last 7 days in November, we'll be reading Gone with the books that were published between 1900 and 1950. It will be great if I read a few pages during that week. So I have no idea what my reading plans for the foreseeable future are, and I'm okay with that. Sorry. I guess that doesn't bode well for my booktube career, but it's okay. She won't be a little baby forever. Will she? Thanks for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Come back and see us. Maybe next time baby will be awake. Maybe. Maybe not. I have no idea what the future holds. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of the unpredictable booktube future. But until next time, I hope you're reading some great books. Let me know in the comments what you read. Let me live vicariously through you a little bit. So until next time, happy reading. Bye.